shining, shining, nice and bright, bright. The birds are chirping, chirping,
and I'm ready to fly.
Time to get ready, ready
for another day.
No one can stop us, so we gon' learn to play. Oh, every day we learn and play.
We do our best, so we'll be great.
You do your best, best,
and I do mine.
About ready to go live.
So let's get ready, ready, cause it's about that time. Good morning, you. Good morning, how do you do? Good morning, time to be great. Good morning.
Oh shit.
Your dance and play. Good morning, so start today.
Good morning, open your eyes. Good morning,
Reach for the sky.
good morning, 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 morning to you. Good morning, 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 how do you do? Good morning, 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 morning to you. Good morning, 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 how do you do?
Good morning.
You see me on my grind,
Woo. Stars got to shine.
I'm a supernova.
Yeah, you see me taking over. Yeah.
I'm on the move, I got a way to stride to it. So let me hear you say,
Today we gonna learn and play. We learning and playing today. What's good?
Let's
What's
go.
going on, Custom? So
I'm
y'all,
doing well. It's
today
Thursday.
is Thursday, February 25th. It's 8:02 a.m. and I got a new guest host, y'all. I want y'all to welcome him, make him feel the love. Let's get some questions out about who he is, where he's from, what he's about. But I will let him introduce himself, and then we just gonna have a fun show. I'm ready for it. Custom, take it away.
Sounds good. Hello, world. Rolling out, wake up live. This is your boy Custom. I am born and raised from here, Atlanta, Georgia. You know, Southern hospitality at its best. Distinguished gentleman. Been in the music industry as a musician, recording artist, songwriter. Now I'm pivoting into movie, filmmaking, TV, screenwriting, and I'm blessed to be a part of the Rolling Out fam. Bringing y'all the hottest of the Hollywood entertainment. So we about to have a good time. Y'all ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready. Custom, I had my vitamins this morning, so I'm like awake. And then I just went and had my coffee. Do you drink? Go ahead.
I drink coffee. I'm a coffee connoisseur, but today I'm on my tea. I ran out of my coffee this morning, and we getting it together. I need some B12 though. The B12 in your life, it'll do you right.
Oh yes.
You know.
So I took
what vitamin? Go ahead.
I take gummies. So I do like a little women's gummies, and then I take like a hair, nail, and skin peel, and then I take vitamin D. Y'all, let me tell y'all something. Vitamin D will bless your life. And at least for me, like I tell people, I feel energy when I take them, so I can't take that many. We did a health IQ, and one of the doctors said that you need 5,000, what is it? IUs or whatever it is.
Milligrams? Oh.
I'm sorry, 10,000. You need 10,000. I tried to take 10,000 one day, and I was like, I was like, hold on. So I need to calm down. And so
I totally understand. I totally understand.
Yeah, I dropped back down to 6,000. So that's where I'm at. But I took them this morning. Oh, I take an iron pill too. So I took them all this morning, and I'm like, rearing to go. Anyway.
I love it. I love it. The B12 always gets me right like that. And then that's almost kind of like when I've seen some of my friends take meal suppressants, and the ones that's like the amino acids or the pre-workouts or the C4 boost. That right there will get you, like if you put that in your smoothie, oh man, you be ready to go. Supercharged up.
So you a fitness guy, you work out, you drink smoothies, you drinking tea, like you over there on your self-care? Okay.
I am on my self-care. I'm on my self-care. When you were saying about, the hair, skin, and nail vitamins and all of that, like, you gotta have your biotin, you gotta do your B complexes, um, you gotta do your collagen, you know what I mean? All of those good things. I I'm not into like a fitness like as a trainer, but I'm into good personal health because I believe health is wealth. So during the pandemic, man, I ain't even gonna lie to you, it was hard because the morale was low, the gyms were closed. So now as of late, I've just been slowly transitioning, getting back in the gym, trying to get my regimen back up. So I'm thankful, especially being in the, the gyms being back open, but it's so weird. I can't even lie, having the mask on, being on the treadmill. It's like I feel
Listen,
like Bane and Batman, you know what I mean?
yes. I have not been to a gym since the pandemic started. And I was
Mhm.
faithful. Let me tell you something. Like February last year, I was fine. Like I could pull up some pictures, y'all. I'm just saying.
She said she got the
But
receipts.
I have receipts, okay? But I have not been in the gym. I refuse to. Like I am such a germaphobe now. Like even when I walk into stores, oh really? So even when I walk into stores, I put my gloves on. Like I always have my glasses on. I haven't started starting I haven't started the double masking. Have you started that?
Only when I'm
Have
on the
you?
plane. That's the only time I double mask when I'm on the plane. Like I have maybe like a little cloth one on, and then I have the N95 one on that feels like a big beak that's just like protruding off my face. But when I'm in the gym, I
Hmm.
have just like a regular one. But the good thing is when you walk into like at least the LA Fitnesses, they give you your own spray bottle. So that's pretty cool. And I typically go like during the middle of the day when it's less crowded. You know what I mean? Everybody typically comes around like that 5, 6, 7 o'clock time. I'm telling y'all too much of my secrets, but I'll be in there probably about noon, 1 o'clock. You know what I mean? The treadmills be open. I'm good. I get in, get out, get my smoothie. I'm back to work. You know what I mean? So
All right. Listen, y'all,
yeah,
Facebook check
yeah,
in. I love a male who is really on his self-care and knows how to just take care of himself, like grooming and making sure that you're okay is not only for women, right? So making sure that your teeth are good, your hair is good, your net, like that's not only for women. And I do love when a man can do that too. So shout out to you. I'm checking in with
appreciate it.
Facebook. Shirley Carter, girl, we missed you yesterday. Shirley Carter is on. Good morning, Shirley. Good morning to everybody else that is on Facebook right now. I need to share the show in a second, but I know we're about to go to a break. Um, yeah, I know we're about to go to a break. But anyway, what's the weather like down there? Custom.
Oh
What
man,
y'all doing down
it
there?
has been well. Atlanta, it feels like I'm not throw my city under the bus, but like they say, Atlanta, we never closed. We still been open. Yesterday was a gorgeous day. Me and my girl spent the day in the park. We were off the Beltline walking, and it just felt like summertime. But it's funny, I saw a post on Instagram that kind of was denoting the different seasons as it comes in here in Atlanta. And right now, it said we are currently here, and it said the deception of spring, and then right after it says winter 3.0, and that's typically how Atlanta goes. We'll have this
Oh,
one reprise of summer or spring, and then as soon as everybody's ready to pull out their shorts and their warm gear, it switches and it goes back to a cold front, and everybody got to pull out their big jackets and scarves. So I'm ready. But soon it's here
listen.
in Atlanta. You know what I mean? Yeah.
No, I'm
What's
listening.
that?
In Atlanta, what's going on?
Oh
No,
no, in
I'm
Atlanta,
in
you know what I
Detroit.
mean? Oh wow.
Go ahead.
Detroit, yeah. I ain't never been to
Yeah,
Detroit, but
yeah.
I've heard that one song. It gets so cold in the D, and I know,
It's
you know what I
so
mean, you guys
cold
experience it.
in the deep. I'm just trying to be free. It's so cold in the deep. Actually, it
In
did
the
it.
D.
Yes, you know that song. That's what's up. But it warmed up yesterday. It was about 50 degrees yesterday. The day before it was about 50 degrees. So the snow was melting. I actually heard birds. Okay. I'm like, spring. that you calling that? That's y'all spring?
Wow.
Spring?
Right, right.
So
You
can't
know,
wait.
in the spring when the pollen starts to come, when the pollen, oh my
I'm
gosh,
seasoned.
that
Yeah,
pollen here in the
yeah.
that's when I know it's
It's
springtime. But for me, I just have to make sure I'm stocked up on my Zyrtec.
yeah, me too. Manny Jordan is
Yeah.
checking in. Hey Manny, I missed you yesterday too. Where were you? Lily Klein, good morning. D Shields, girl, we missed you yesterday too. Good morning. We about to go to a break, y'all. I just wanted to say good morning to everybody. Iris Baker, good morning. We'll be back from the break. We're gonna get into Customs report. He got a report. We're gonna talk about who he is. He's a new host on our show. Y'all check in. Y'all welcome Custom and let him know what's good. We'll be back after the break. We're gonna actually
You
play
know,
a
a lot of
song.
people say when you're going somewhere, you don't want to look back. But I beg to differ. I can't lie and say it was easy. I looked at everything in a different
Is
light.
there a way to
I realized it
get
started with me going
the
back and getting my
screen
high school diploma.
zoomed out?
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
The thing that drives me every day as a dad is him. His real name is Darion, and we call him Day for short. Every day he's hungry for something, whether it's affection, attention, knowledge. And there's this huge responsibility in making sure that when he's no longer under my wing, that he's a good person. I think the advice I would give is you don't need to know all the answers. The craziest thing was believing that your dad knew everything. So as a dad, you felt like you had to know everything. You had to get everything right. It's okay to make mistakes. Just do it from the right place. As long as it's coming from love, then, it kind of starts to work itself out. I want him to be able to sit back one day and go, we worked together, we did a good job. I'll say my kid's pretty dope.
I don't think we're free in this country. And for 100 years, you saw Black people menaced and targeted and lynched and beaten and brutalized. I think we're burdened by this history. You are obligated to do something to address that, or you become part of the problem. More people have to be willing to do that uncomfortable, inconvenient thing that justice requires for things to get better. We don't have to fear fairness. We don't have to fear equality. We don't have to fear doing the right thing.
10 seconds.
Truth can inspire change. Learn more at eji.org.
4, 3, 2.
We back, y'all. Y'all missed us. D Shield said welcome. So we do Facebook Live, and we also do Twitter Live. We also do YouTube Live, and so we monitor Facebook in the morning. So our fans, our friends, we call them family now. They be checking in, and so we got some regulars all the time. D, Iris, Manny, Shirley, and D just said welcome to you, Custom. His name is Custom, D.
Thank you.
So he's a new host.
Thank you, D.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be
So
here.
we're gonna go right into his report. But for those that missed you, for the new people that are on, just give them just a little bit more about who you are, new host from Atlanta, and then let's go right into your entertainment report.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I am Custom. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Morehouse, family of the
Okay.
house, the illustrious. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You know what I mean? So just representing for the house and the AUC and all of the HBCUs. And that's the whole reason of why I love being in Hollywood and entertainment and being able to occupy this space. And that's really what I want to do is tell our story authentically and articulately for us. You know what I mean? So many times our narrative has been changed and altered and spoken for us that we got to reclaim that and we got to say it for ourselves and explain it and say it through our eyes and how we see it. So that's how I see it. So that's why I'm so
That's what's up.
great to be able to have the opportunity. Yes, ma'am. So, but going into the first, you know what I mean? This is the custom report, Hollywood Unlocked, all of that good stuff, entertainment.
Don't do that. Y'all heard him. He said custom report, Hollywood Unlocked. Y'all heard him. Go ahead, custom.
Yeah. So first, you know, with me already kind of setting the tone, you know, representing the house, got to throw it to my Morehouse brother, Spike Lee, you know what I mean? He is reprising a new film on Netflix coming off of the great success that he's had already with the Five Bloods. Y'all remember the Five Bloods? So he's teaming up with Stefan Bristol to create a Lovecraft content, a Lovecraft movie. It's going to be called Gordon Hemingway and the Realm of Kahlua, and it's going to be on Netflix coming soon. Sources say the flick follows a roguish Black American gunslinger, dealing with an ancient evil in East Africa in 1928, and is based on the title. One has to assume H.P. Lovecraft's Kahlua mythos plays some sort of part in the story. So if you guys remember Lovecraft, if you checked out Lovecraft on HBO, I'm sure it's not going to be anything short of that. The great part about this is when it comes to Lovecraft, we haven't seen too many people of color, especially in the storylines, being able to occupy that space. So I'm excited to see about this, and y'all check that out when it comes out. Porsha, should we go to the next one?
Lovecraft. I just wanted to touch on Lovecraft. I'm excited about this. Is it a movie, a series, or what is it? Is it a film?
So it's going to be a movie. It's going to be a movie that's going to be on Netflix, and it's going to be right. So I'm sure Spike realized, you know, the success that he received off of the Five Bloods, as well as understanding where we are in the time of not too many people are going to the movies. Everybody's sitting at their houses streaming. So it just only makes sense.
Yeah. It definitely makes sense. For you. And go ahead.
No, I was going to say, do you think that, because I was thinking about this the other day, I was asking a friend of mine, do you think that the movies that are being released are really getting their just due, the fact that they're not actually in box office?
I actually do, and let me tell you why. So there are a lot of films that are being released, and they're on streaming services, and everybody has their individual streaming service, right? So you got to pay, what is it, $15 for Netflix now, $14.99 or something like that. You have to pay for Disney Plus. You have to pay for Hulu. You have to pay for all of these different streaming services, HBO Max, and they're all separate. So I actually think that they're probably getting more money than they may have gotten at the box office, because millions more of Americans are actually streaming and subscribing to each individual streaming service. And for me, I'm really like, somebody gonna need to get this together, because I'm tired of paying Xfinity. I'm tired of paying HBO Max. I'm tired of paying for Netflix separately. Listen. So I actually think that they're getting more money than they probably would have had they released in the theaters. That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
No, I understand, because I was having that conversation in reference to Judas and the Black Messiah. I was so excited about it coming out that I was just like, you know, I don't want to sit at home and watch it on HBO Max. I want to actually go and watch it in the theaters and see it and support it. And my friend was like, well, man, you still watching on HBO Max. They still getting your money. And I was just like, yeah, you right. And I didn't think about it, but like, you know, the subscription dollars definitely add up to how many different users monthly to the yearly to, you know what I mean? All of that. So it definitely makes you really kind of start to look at the numbers. And even I looked up the numbers to see the box office numbers for Black Messiah. Have you seen it?
Oh, absolutely. Twice. At least twice.
Yes. It was great. So worldwide, the
Significant number.
box office number since the premiere was 3,406,000. 3.4 million is what they did in the for the box office since being released. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Side note,
that's
did you
that's a
guys know that Dan? Oh yeah, no, it's amazing. Shout outs to Ryan
mhm.
Coogler and the guys Daniel and Lakeith. Side note, I know you guys may have not known or seen this, but Daniel was actually not invited to the premiere for Get Out when
Yeah,
it first
yeah.
premiered. Did you know that?
I
That's
well,
that's
I
that's pretty.
didn't know that. I learned that yesterday. I learned it yesterday.
Mm.
And it kind of raised an eyebrow, but I'm sure he's like, I'm good now. I'm like, I'm on Judas and the Messiah, so just in case y'all didn't know. No, yeah, I saw that yesterday.
Right. Nah,
Hmm.
I
The
found that
story
pretty
was on
interesting, and
rollingout.com. And if y'all want to read about the story, it's on rollingout.com. But tell us about it, Custom.
so
What
yeah,
happened?
man. Like, first off, it's always interesting to see British actors speak in their actual native, I don't want to say tongue because it's native language or native accent, excuse me, that's a better way. Their
Yeah,
accent,
yeah, yeah.
because he played French so well with the accent and the colloquialisms and everything of, you could tell he was a student of his part. But just to
Yeah.
hear Daniel speaking and with his harsh British accent and just talking, and he was just like, they didn't even invite me, but it's cool. And like you said, it's cool now. It's like, dude, you've been in Black Panther, you've been in, so it's like jokes on y'all. But
you
the
know,
crazy,
yes.
but the crazy part
The
I
crazy
think
part.
also is like, damn, Jordan Peele directed Get Out, so you would have thought that, but I don't know. It's all good. But shout outs to
To
Daniel
each his
Kaluuya
own.
and Lakeith,
See, I feel
absolutely. But
to
check
each
that
his own.
story
He
out on
is
Rolling Out.
go
Mhm.
ahead. It's a lag, y'all,
Oh
so
no, no,
so
no,
give us a second because it's a little lag. But go ahead, Custom.
my bad. My bad.
That's okay. That's okay. No, it's
uh,
my bad
but
because
no, I was
I
just
need
saying shout
to.
out to them.
Yeah,
I
absolutely. Shout
didn't.
out to
Yeah.
them. And
Hmm.
Daniel, his birthday was yesterday. Did we say that? We didn't say that. So his birthday was yesterday. We missed birthdays yesterday. But happy belated birthday to him. And congratulations to him on all of his success. He is killing the game. And like you said, his natural accent is definitely something to hear because when you hear him in the American movies and then you hear him talk for real, you be like, where that come from? And the same with my fave. He's actually my fave. Idris Elba. He has a very thick accent, so to speak. And when you see him in the American movies, it's really, really, really subtle. But when he's talking like in interviews, you be like, say it again. What you say? One more time.
Oh
I didn't hear
man,
you. I
I saw the. Yeah.
I want to hear you. Yes, say it again.
It's almost as if like they can turn it on and off, which they can, but it's like when they turn it
Yeah,
on, it's like, hold on, and it's like super thick. Hey, bruv, yo, I got this sneaky tune with Meg. This like I heard him doing an interview
right.
the other day when he was talking about the songs that he got with Meg, and I'm like, wow. For a second, I forgot he
Yeah,
was really this British.
yeah.
But
I listened
that's
to that
cool.
interview like 5 times. That's all I'm saying. Y'all. Yeah. Let me
Oh,
check in with
oh,
Facebook right quick because we got some more people that just chimed in. William Thomas Norris Jr. in the Bay. What's good? Good morning.
what's happening?
Taru said he just followed you on IG. D, yes, girl.
Appreciate that,
D
my
Sheil
guy.
said streaming is like $100 or so for her. Yeah, Kathleen just checked in. Good morning. Manny Jordan said Custom is a good host. Okay, salute to you. Um, Kathleen said the hat. Okay, so you killing them with that hat. D Shield said, "How do we
Appreciate
follow
that.
you on IG? How do you
I
drop your
am at.
IG handle?"
Oh, for sure, for sure. I'm
Yeah.
gonna drop it in the chat. So I
Oh,
I am custom.
Kusdem. I am custom.
Yes.
Um,
Hmm.
yeah. Kathleen says so many transdictional British standout actors. Porsche Monique, you have renewed this energy today. What, Taru? Good morning, Taru. I did get your message. We'll talk after the show. Manny, yeah, Manny just dropped it. Okay, cool. All right, custom. I just wanted to check in with Facebook, y'all. Okay, what we doing
Well, I
next?
appreciate
We
that.
going to another. We're going to another story right quick, and then we have a guest coming at 8:30. So we can go to your next story. Annie Murphy?
Got you. Got you. Yes. So, as you all may know, the cult classic Coming to America, shout outs to Eddie, the 59-year-old actor, they coming back for the second sequel. They coming back to America, you know what I mean? And the part that you did not know, or you may not have known, was Eddie was not necessarily going to do the sequel. Apparently, he was only, I guess, wanting to do it once he saw how much of um, an anticipation there was for, the reprise of it from all of the fans. Um, Also, sources have said also that they were also very much so nervous about doing it, just because, not necessarily wanting to throw it off or mess it up because of a classic. When you do a classic, you got to do it right. You got to do it. You can't disappoint. So, understood. Portia, what you think?
So I got a chance to see a sneak peek of the actual film, and it's fire. Like, a lot of people are chiming in on the trailer, talking about it don't look like it's gonna be that good. It's just, it's the black excellence for me. All throughout the
I
film,
agree.
it's the black excellence for me. It's the old cast with everybody that looked like they probably aged 1 year and probably gained 5 pounds. Like, when they say that black doesn't crack, that is for sure, because everybody looked amazing, and it's been 30 years later. And then you look at the newbies that are in the film. You got your Tiana Taylors, you got your Rotimi, you have a breakout star from South Africa, Namzano Mbatha. You got all of these newbies, not to mention the comedians. The film is fire, y'all. And I got a chance to talk to several members of the cast. We just had a great time talking to them. I think we're gonna play one of them this morning. I'm leaving it up to producer TJ to see which one. But I talked to Rotimi, and then I also talked to Namzamo. She's the lady from South Africa. Brilliant actress, very good energy, positive energy. She shines really, really, really bright. And then in the film, she did her thing in a film as well. Listen, that film is definitely going to go down in history as another cult classic. It's going to be, for this generation and the millennials and Gen Z. It's going to be what it was for the baby boomers back in the day. That's all I'm saying. Film is fire. I don't know what just happened. But we gonna go to our guest. TJ made something happen with Custom, y'all. TJ made him disappear. Let's go to our guest, Callie, while he's working through what's going on. Callie is in the virtual building. Hello, ma'am. How are you?
Hey, beautiful. How are you doing?
I am doing wonderful. How are you? You looking beautiful and bright, and looking like you got a lot of positive vibes to share this morning.
That's all that I bring, honey. That is it. Good to see you this morning.
Good to see you too. So tell us who you are. Tell us about Press Bar. Tell us about the natural hair and the microlink. Tell us all of it.
All right, my name is Callie. I am originally from Detroit. I've been in Atlanta for about 2 years now.
What up, though?
I know what up. You can always talk about in Detroit, right? Yeah, so I came to Detroit right now. Uh-huh. Is the cold up there?
Mm-hmm. As hell. Mm-hmm.
I know.
Yeah, snow everywhere.
And that's why I'm here in Georgia. I love my Detroit, but Georgia, it's Black excellence everywhere, so we're down here. We are making a mark. Our salon is definitely for those that want to be in and out, and they love natural straight hair. And
Okay, so we having a little bit of technical difficulties this morning, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but I was really getting into Callie, and she was talking to us about her salons, Press Bar. So I'll give you guys just a little bit more about her salons until she comes back. So it is being branded as the brand that provides a celebrity VIP vibe experience for each of its clients. The salon has a bar theme with all of the services named after cocktails. How innovative! And it embodies Black excellence with tributes to Black history and hair pioneers. Hair accessories are also sold, including signature wraps, which they do as well. And it's a safe and fun place for everybody. So signature wrap caps, detangle brushes, and a hair care line that's going to be coming soon. When you actually walk into their salon bar, this is what their branding says: you will soak in the positive energy by being greeted with compassion and professionalism by the staff, which are called bartenders, who cater to all the customers. So I'm loving this theme of the bar, the salon press bar. I love that. So, in a safe, fun environment, it gets you in and out. You are also sure to come back and refer others to Press Bar because it's one of the hottest attractions in Atlanta. And it also understands the importance of needing to feel and look great. I'm happy that she is from Michigan. And she's doing her thing down there in Atlanta. So I can't wait till she comes back so that we can talk about how her business is actually doing during COVID. Listen, y'all, I am scared to death to go get any type of services like nails, hair. So she's back. So let her tell us about business during COVID. I started down that route because I know that you guys are actually in business. I'm loving the innovative theme from the press bars. And I was just wondering, how is business doing amidst these COVID times?
So it was a little weird to me that they considered us essential right at the beginning, but now I totally understand. Hair is one of those things, even if you're working from home, a lot of people was doing video calls, so hair was extremely important. So business is doing well. I was super nervous because I had opened up 2 brand new salons right before COVID hit. So when I
Oh, wow.
tell you my heart dropped, because I was trying to hire people, put the word out so people would know about us, and COVID hit. So soon as we opened back up, we made sure we implemented the best procedures and policies as possible. So our clients wash their hands when they come in. We do temperature checks for staff and also customers. We ask wellness questions, and we've been doing very well. All of our staff, of course, we clean our stations immediately after. We change out cakes. We have disposable items, and our towels we change out, and it works out. We just keep everybody spaced out and make sure that we don't have a lot of clients just sitting around.
I love that. We're welcoming back our host, Kusdem. Kusdem, please meet Callie. Callie, please meet Kusdem. You both are in Atlanta. And I was just telling her I'm in Detroit, and she's from Detroit.
Nice
so,
to meet you.
So we're all connected.
I heard y'all. Yeah, I heard you with the what up though.
What up though?
Yeah. Nah.
Yeah. So with the
welcome.
business, we just been growing like really strong, and clients is liking us, and that's why we switched back over to our walk-in policy, because now we have things running super smooth, and when you're ready to get your hair done, you can just come right in without worrying about stressing with an appointment, and we get you in and out. That's our motto: in and out within an hour. And even if you want hair extensions, that doesn't take long either.
Where you located?
So
we're in Gwinnett County, so I have 3 locations in Gwinnett. And I also have some salon suites in Gwinnett too. So we're heading down to Fulton sooner or later, but Gwinnett has been doing us great. So we've also
Nice.
been having time to, just work on and process a lot of things as clients been asking us for, and making sure that we're coming out with products that help them at home. So 2021, we really been working on building products for our customers. And one major product that we use, because a lot of our clients just don't know how to keep up their hair at night. I'm not sure if you have that problem or not, but we would get a lot of questions like, how do I wrap my hair? Do I use a bonnet because it
Mm-hmm.
falls off at night? Do I use a do-rag? So we
Mm-hmm.
created
Mm-hmm.
a sleep cap for our clients now. So if I have a second, I want to talk about that. We
Absolutely.
came up
Please
with the
show
Gippy
us.
cap. Yeah, so this is our Gippy cap. Right now, it comes in 3 different colors. We have black. We also have like a mint color and pink. So these 2 colors are really good for spring coming up. But the best thing about this cap, it don't fall off at night. It's handmade by women of color. I have a seamstress that make these one by one, so they're custom. But the inside is satin, and this is the key to keeping your hair healthy and making sure, even if you wear natural, that it's not getting frizzy. A lot of our clients that don't have silk presses or extensions, and they might have locks, they love this because it keeps it in place. And when you wrap your hair at night, you comb it out in the morning. Once you take this off, and everything is back in place. So I'm very
Yeah.
excited about our newest product right here. So I have to send you one so you can
So
see how wonderful it is.
absolutely. Please do send me one. I noticed the difference with just like a regular do rag. Like I have
Yeah.
teenage boys, and so they do rags, but I do a bonnet, and my bonnet has like a thick thing around it, but it's just satin. Like it's not insulated. Yours looked like it was insulated. Looked like it was a little thick. This one is just a little flimsy old bonnet. I put it on, but it worked. And I
Mhm.
had braids last summer, and I would just sleep with the bonnet on. I would, they were long, so I would just kind of wrap them up and sleep with the bonnet on. Girl, my hair lasted so long. And then once I stopped sleeping with the bonnet on, it just kind of like went to crap, like within,
So that's why it's
3, 4
important to tie
days.
your hair up at night. Exactly. But see, this
Hmm.
thing you can do more than just at night. You can go out in the streets, do your grocery shopping, work out with it on. So it's really like a multi-use. But most people sleep with it. And I
Okay.
was surprised to see how many men are wearing it now too. So I see the guys like to
Wow.
be fly. He got his hat on, you know. We got to get you a
Yes,
Hey,
secret
that
you
tip
have
hair.
popcorn.
you, thank you. You had me when you said the inside was satin, and that's the key right there because us as people of color, you know what I mean, anything else like with wool, that can damage
Yeah.
your hair, can pull it out and all of that.
Hmm.
So satin is the key. I got 2 older sisters, so they always be
I was
telling
about to
me like, you know
ask.
what I mean?
How
Personal
you know,
care.
Because I
Pastor?
got
Right.
well, right, because also I got a beret and my sister she liked my beret and she was just like I want to get a beret as well and then one of her friends she lives in DC so one of her friends actually sold a piece of satin inside of the beret so that it wouldn't damage her hair and I was just like wow that was cool
Mm,
I didn't even
makes
know
a
anything about it she
difference.
put me up on game so I'm like that's some free
Yeah,
game right
it
That's
there
what
for
I
makes a
y'all
difference.
out there.
do.
And our hair
So,
is so
Kelly,
fragile, so that's why you want to take care of it. I'm sorry to cut you off.
absolutely. No, 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 no. I want to know about the micro links. So, I've never had them. I don't know what that process looks like.
Oh,
Does it damage your hair? How long does it take to get in? Will it last? What's the process of putting them in and taking them out? All of that.
all right. So microlinks, I don't know if you remember a term called fusions back in the
Yeah.
day. It was another
Yeah.
extension. So that was
Hmm.
horrible for our hair because you would need glue to connect the two, your hair plus the extensions and its individual strands. So microlinks eye tips replaces that. So instead of using the adhesive, now there are these little small little beads that we use to connect the extensions to your hair. So it's extremely natural. And if you're used to wearing like sew-ins and frontals or wigs, this replaces all of that. For someone like you would want a natural look. So when you wear eye tips, you can't even tell that it's extensions. You can pull it up. You can do ponytails. The best thing about it, you can get to your scalp. And that's what I've noticed a whole lot when we started covering our hair with wigs and stuff. Our scalp can't breathe.
Mm-hmm.
So then you have another issue you have to worry about. And even when you shampoo your hair, it's really hard to get all those braids dry and get all the dirt out. So it just packs and packs after every shampoo. So with the eye tips, imagine like box braids, but really small box braids. And you know how your hair is parted in box. So instead of a braid, you have
Yeah.
pieces of extensions. So it's very
Okay.
movable. And
Mm-hmm.
people love it. I was always wearing eye tips before I cut my hair. You see, I got a new little look right here.
Super cute.
I
I
cut my
like
hair
that.
about a week ago. But our
I like
clients
it.
love it. It takes about like 4 hours to put in. And the hair
Okay.
is virgin hair that we use, and you can keep reusing it for about like 3 times. And there's no
Mm-hmm.
damage on the hair because there's no braids, it's no
Mm-hmm.
glue, it's no thread. And we're strictly just combining your hair with the extensions with a small bead. And when it's ready to come out, we just open it up and slide the extensions off. So they last for about like 12 weeks.
So where's your hair? Like if you have like a good length of hair, where's your hair? Is it mixed in with it or how does that work?
It's mixed in. It's mixed in.
So how do you
So
comb it?
just how I imagine having individual braids. So your hair would be in a box and we just connect it with a clamp with extensions. So your hair is still in between. And that's why it's important for people that want a natural look, because that's exactly what it's going to give you. So for our clients that are natural, one of their concerns is, oh God, girl, I don't want my natural hair out. How am I going to keep it up? But believe it or not, when your natural hair is blended in, that's the beauty of it because you want something natural. So if you do press your hair, you would keep the same regimen every couple of weeks. Go to the salon, get your hair shampooed, blow dry, and we'll press it together along with the extensions. But if you do want to wear like a natural curly look, that's where when you have your consultation, we pick what kind of hair you would use. So we would just pick a natural texture for you so you can go back and forth from wearing it natural and then also flat ironing and wearing it straight. I
Okay.
feel like
So what was that? You feel like what?
oh, I just can't see you any. There you go. I
Oh,
thought I lost you
okay.
guys
Yeah.
again.
No, no, no. No, he had put you on the screen only. So Facebook is checking in. D Shields is in Colorado. She's one of our family members out there in Colorado. She says she is flying to your bar so that you can do her hair, but she wanted to know, is it safe on 4C hair? Like
So
the
it
the
all
the
depends on how often she straightens her hair. If she's the type
okay.
that don't put any heat on her hair and she's a 4C, we would just use a texture that matches perfectly. So we do have textures that is more of a kinky curl, but she wouldn't flat iron that. So
Mm-hmm.
somebody that always wear like twist outs, bantu knots, two strand twists, they still can get micro links and eye tips. It would just add more fullness or more length. And that's mainly why people get the extensions because they want it to look like their hair, but they may want to just
Yeah.
add some volume or some length to it. So we would
Okay.
just
Yeah,
pick out the
because
best texture for her.
yeah, so I would that would interest me. But so I have natural curly natural hair and it will revert. Like so if it's
Yeah.
humid anywhere, it's gonna be like poof, and you're gonna be like, oh.
So the
So good.
with our salami, when I tell you we can correct anything if that makes sense.
Okay.
So since
Uh-huh.
we are a natural salon, we have treatments for that. We do a treatment called amino
Okay.
acid. I'm not sure if you heard about
Mm-hmm.
that, but it's all
Mm-mm.
natural. It's no relaxer. It's no keratin. And it's just a foam that we put on your hair. It adds about like 20 minutes to the service. Once we shampoo,
Mm-hmm.
blow dry, we put a treatment in your hair. It sits on for 20 minutes. Blow dry that back in. And once we flat iron it, we seal it in. And that definitely protects your hair against humidity. You can work out,
Okay.
believe it or not, without your hair reverting
Mm-hmm.
back. The only time it
Mm-hmm.
reverts back is when you completely submerge it in water, swimming or
Mm-hmm.
taking a shower, getting it wet, or shampooing your
Mm-hmm.
hair. And all your curls
Mm-hmm.
come back. So clients that hair reverts back, we give them the amino acid treatment first, and then we put the eye tips in the hair. And they don't have
Girl,
anything to worry about. And the
I
amino
might
acid treatment
have
lasts for 12 weeks too.
So I might have to come down there and try y'all out when the world opens back up. But I know y'all in Atlanta, y'all never close. I don't know
Yeah,
what the
we're
hell's
open.
wrong with Atlanta.
We
I
do everything
know.
We are
safely
open.
down
That's
here.
what I'm scared of. That's what I'm
It blows
scared
our
of, girl.
mind how you guys are not open and
Listen,
suffering. And you still
listen,
wear
Porsha,
masks
get your
in Detroit.
vaccine and come.
Get your
Yeah.
vaccine and come.
Get your
I'm
vaccine and
waiting.
come, and put your double mask
I'm,
on.
I'm
Yep.
waiting. And y'all
And keep
scare
your
me in
distance.
Atlanta. Y'all scare me in Atlanta. Y'all never shut down. Y'all just don't know how to listen to us. So I
We
be
just know
like,
how to do things right down here. We're not
is that what it
complicating
is?
anything. We're just doing it right.
Speak on it.
Okay, I'm
Speak
gonna
on
give
it.
you a pass, girl, because you from Detroit, so I'm gonna take your word for it. I love that. I want to talk to you some more, but we're gonna have to bring you back. And Dee said she coming down there. She said I would say see my length and hair on TikTok, but that video is too steamy. Okay, girl. Anyway,
Yeah,
Dee
she
was talking
messaged
about
us. If
something
she
else.
DM us on our Instagram on Press Bar Salon, I can definitely do like a virtual consultation with her. And I'll let her
Okay,
know,
there you
show her the
go.
different textures we have so she can see what's going on. I can help
I
her
love
out.
that. So give everybody the information where they can follow you, keep up with you, follow your movement, and all of that great
Okay.
stuff.
All right. So the business Instagram is Press Bar Salon. And it's P like Peter, Press Bar Salon. That's our Instagram. That's also our Facebook. You can find our caps on there, our beanies. You'll see
I need
different
one.
videos with clients loving their eye tips because they say once you go to eye tips, you never go back to anything else. And you can find out more about our business there. My personal Instagram is It's Callie, Kali, not Kelly, Kelly. And you can follow us on both and learn all about us. And we follow back too.
I'm about to follow you right now. It's Callie and not Kelly.
Yep, it's
Okay,
Callie,
girl.
not Kelly. It's a whole story behind that name, girl. People call me Kelly all the time. Yeah, so show me some love, honey. I'll show back. I'm coming to Detroit in a few weeks, so maybe I could bring some textures to you so you can see how it all about the tips and we can have a one-on-one.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you coming to Detroit?
In March, towards the end of March, I have to come and see my family. Lord, I don't want to. I love them to come down here.
Don't do
But
that.
I'm coming to
Don't
see
do
them.
that.
So I'll check you out.
Yes, absolutely. I want to see about those eye tips. I don't know if you actually do the service or if you have your people do the service, but I do. I want to actually look at them because I need something simple, especially for the morning show because you know we up
Yeah.
and I don't
Yeah.
have a glam squad here.
Mm.
Hint to the producers and stuff, but I don't have a glam squad. So if I could get something simple that will help me that looks good on camera all the time, then that's what I'll be interested in. Definitely.
I got you.
All right, girl,
Well,
Callie, it's
thank
great
you.
to meet
Thank
you.
you. Nice to
Yeah,
meet you
thank
Mhm.
you.
too. Thank you for waking me up this morning.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, girl.
All
We'll be
right.
checking
Appreciate
back in
having
with
you.
you.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll talk to
Take
y'all
care.
soon.
Talk to you soon.
All right, Callie.
Bye bye. Okay, y'all, we got another guest. We late bringing her on. But let's bring her on. We got another guest, Custom. It's
Let's go.
Custom first day,
Who
y'all.
we got?
Um,
Yes, I'm so excited. I'm glad. This is cool. We having a little
yeah,
wake up morning call party with y'all on Facebook Live.
I
Good
love it,
Oh,
love
hey.
morning.
it, love it. Rhonda,
Hi.
Yes.
Rhonda is in the
Hello. How are
virtual
you?
building. Good. How are you,
Yes.
Rhonda?
I am doing well. I am doing well. It's early, but I'm well.
So Rhonda is the CEO of SAS Note Cards. She's an award-winning brand strategist, sought-after graphic designer, as well as the CEO of the card. She's also the chief brand officer for the internationally awarded brand Verde Leaf, which is one of the hemp industry's first vertically integrated hemp companies that created solutions for the farmer, business owners, and consumers. They have a network of seasoned hemp farmers and specialists across the Southeast. Welcome, to the Rolling Out AM Wake Up Call. Rhonda, please
Thank
introduce
you
yourself to our
so
family
much.
and
Hello,
tell us all about who you are. Go ahead.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rhonda Flynn. Like she said, she ran down a whole list of things that I do. More importantly, yeah, I am the owner of Rhonda Flynn Wow, a graphic design company. I've been in business doing graphic designs over 23 years now. It's something that I absolutely love. In addition to that, like she said, I am the Chief Brand Officer for Verde Leaf Company. We recently were awarded Best Hemp Company by Global Brand Magazines, as well as I'm the owner of SAS Note Cards, which is so very dear to my heart. It's something specifically for myself that I did. So yeah, that's who I am. That's what I do.
Okay, so which company do you want to talk about first? I'm interested in SAS because you perked up like a light as soon as you said, "And I do SAS note cards too." So
Okay,
this was
so
me.
we're gonna do
Right.
so before I get to SAS, I do have to talk about Rhonda Flynn Wow. Because
Okay.
that's what I do. That's every day,
Okay.
every day, every day. Um
Uh,
so I'm a self-taught graphic designer. And I have had the ability to work with some of the most amazing brands, local, national, regional, and international brands around the world. Brands like American Cancer Society, UNCF, MARTA, Hennessy, Moet Hennessy, just different brands all across the world. And it's something that I enjoy. I think I'll always be a graphic designer. I don't ever think I'll retire from that. So that is something that, I know that God gave me. But SAS note cards was something that God placed into me maybe about 10, 12 years ago. And to finally birth that last year is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. It's still very much so in my wheelhouse of graphic design because I design all of the cards. I design all of the journals and pens and things of that sort. So it's still very much so in the wheelhouse of what I do. So yeah, SAS, let's talk about it.
Nice. So, question. So
Yes.
for SAS, that's your stationery. So do you sell like what do you? I guess what do you
So
do?
I'm gonna show
Um,
you. I'm gonna show you.
Go ahead.
So
yes,
this
yes,
right here
please.
is one of our these are one of our most popular items, our Zodiac card line. And I know it's Pisces
Mm.
season, and I'm gonna show
No,
y'all
no.
some Pisces cards.
That Virgo,
Virgos
you
are
had it right with that right there.
Virgos are
We are everything.
everything. We are absolutely everything. So
You better say
these
that.
are one of our. I'm telling you. So these Zodiac cards are our most popular line of cards. One of our most popular. It says to the most Virgo AF person I know. So they're great for birthdays. And the backs are blank, so you can write your own personal message to that person. And that's the difference in all of my note cards. They are double-sided note cards. They're 5x5 squares. I love squares. I don't know why, but I love squares. All of our cards. Here's another one. Not some but all, Romans 8:28, and it goes back to the verse of, not some but all things work together for our good. And it has a Bible verse up there with the scripture, but plenty of space for you to write your own personal messages to the person that you're giving the cards to. So SAS is an array of cards. We have cards for pretty much every situation, and it's tons more cards coming down the pipeline. In addition, though, let me tell you. So this right here, this is our best-selling item. It is a pen. It's called the Love Pen, and I don't know if you can see it, but it says love on it. And the Love Pen came from my tattoo, and I have this long jacket on. You can't see it, but I have a tattoo on my arm that I got in Madrid. and it says love, and it was my handwriting. And
Hmm.
but the love pen is it is the best writing pen ever.
Okay.
I'm not exaggerating when I
Ever.
say that. If you write with the pen, you will buy the pen, and I promise you. I cannot keep these in stock. People buy these. I did a pop-up and November that I did, and this lady, she bought like 3 or 4. She came back and bought like 15 more to give away to
Wow.
Christmas for Christmas. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
writes amazing. So this right
Yeah.
here, and then this right here is very, very important to me. This is, I hope you can see it. It's the God's Plan is Perfect journal. It's God's Plan is Perfect, your journey to truth. This is a phrase that has been my hashtag continuously for probably 10 years. God placed that in me, like I said, about 10 years ago. And this God's Plan is Perfect has been my consistent hashtag because I do know that his plan is perfect. And I have been absolutely tested with that. I've had to dig really, really deep sometimes to wade through some difficult situations and circumstances, but I still know that his plan is perfect. So this journal is probably my most valued item that I sell. I love it. It comes with the devotional that goes out weekly. So everyone that purchases a journal or receives a journal gets a weekly devotional. It's amazing. I love it. I absolutely love it.
What part?
That's
Which
nice.
line is that a part of? Is that a part of SAS, or is that a
Yes.
part of? Okay.
It's all
Okay.
SAS. Yes, it's all a part of SAS. Everything that I just showed you is a part of SAS. It is.
Where can we find SAS? Where can we find all of that information?
So you can find SAS online. It's our brand name is SAS Note Cards, but I brand it as SAS Say It Mean It. That's the good thing. Again, it's about saying what you want to say and meaning what you want to say. So our website is sayit-meanit.com, as well as on Instagram we are SAS_Say It Mean It. So you can find us there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Let's also get into Verde Leaf. What's Verde Leaf? Tell us about that. Tell us what you do there.
All right. So Verde Leaf, like you said, is a vertically integrated hemp company. We're actually going through a capital raise right now. It is a fairly new company, but we've been able to garner a lot of attention. We're doing things very cutting edge. So the thing about Verde Leaf, it is from seed to consumer. So we basically own every part of the process, and it's a hemp-based company. Right now, our biggest focus is our product line. So we have a new sparkling water, a CBD sparkling water called Refresh, and it's amazing. It's beautiful. Like, the packaging is beautiful. I wish I had one to show you, but and it tastes really, really good. We are in some convenience stores around Atlanta. In addition, we have some billboards around Atlanta. But yeah, that's the biggest thing, just basically getting our product out. We have chocolates and, all kind of pain creams. Like, it's a lot of things that's coming. But we provide the hemp for all of those products, because we have a network of farmers that do that.
Now, Kusdem might know this, and I have to ask every single time because I don't know. What is and I heard that it was a subtle difference. What is the subtle difference between hemp, CBD, THC, like all of it? Yeah.
So THC is the part that gets you high. That's part.
Exactly.
That's
the good stuff.
So yeah. Right. So
okay, Kusdem.
Right.
Don't be telling on yourself.
I've heard.
you go. So the difference is though with the CBD and the hemp, those are the healing aspects, from the same plant. So that's basically the difference. A lot of places are, how do you say? A lot of places are deregulating CBD, THC, those products. A lot of places. We aren't completely there yet, but CBD is definitely taking over. It's definitely taking over because it does have so many healing properties available from that one plant. So yeah.
So let me ask you this, Rhonda. So with THC, you can feel it working, right? You feel it working.
Yes.
But with but with hemp, how do I know that it's working if I can't necessarily feel it? Like, or is there a feeling associated with it?
Well, so I can't really say that it's definitely not the same feeling. So I'll give you an example. There is a spray that I used. I think I can't remember what happened. There was a spray, and I think my son hurt his leg or something, and he kept talking about like his ankle or knee or something was hurting. So he said, "Mom, let me try this spray," and I gave it to him, and it's basically like a icy hot kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? It's still you
Nice.
still will feel the medical. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. You will still get the effects of what
Effects.
a drug would do, but in a natural from a natural plant,
And see,
if that makes sense.
Rhonda, I was going to ask that. Like, I was wondering whether or not you had some type of topical solutions because
Yes.
that right there goes perfectly for like people who have carpal tunnel or arthritis or any kind of
Correct.
soreness and shoulder pain.
Correct.
So
Yep. And
nice.
so we have all of those products coming down the pipeline. So again, what we launched initially was Refresh the sparkling water, and I don't particularly like sparkling water, but ours actually tastes good. Like we have to do taste test and R&D, and I was pleasantly surprised. Our brewers are amazing. So yeah, it's really, really good. We have a lot of good stuff coming. A lot of good stuff.
And just to be clarified, is it infused with something? The water, the
What, the
sparkling
sparkling
water, is
water?
it infused?
The hemp
Yeah, it's
is hemp
infused.
yes, it's hemp seed extract
Nice.
infused. Yes.
Oh,
But
wow.
you like
So what
I
kind of
said, it's
feeling would you
really
feel
good.
from that?
I'm sorry.
I was just saying, what kind of feelings would you feel from that? Like, what are the effects
So
like from you?
it's not even an effect. It's really not effect because it's just like sparkling water. You're just drinking it. So it's not necessarily again to feel anything. You're going to get for instance, our refresh has all of the 100% of your daily vitamin C allowance in there as well. So
Oh.
again, our focus for our hemp products is really from a health and wellness standpoint, not necessarily to get you high. Now, there is
Yeah.
some products. Delta 8, we have some Delta 8 products. Delta 8, and again, I
Send me
haven't
some
tried them
of those.
because I ain't trying to do that. Yeah. See, that Delta 8,
I just want
that
investigative reporting. Just send me a little bit.
I would say it's it's on the border because it will get you high. And we have Delta 8 gummies that we're doing. They're in our Maven product line that's coming. And they come in about 3 or 4 gummies in a pack. But from what I understand, they get you real high. Real high.
Oh, wow. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So I wanted to check in with Facebook. Facebook is checking in for you. And
Okay.
Jean, hey Jean, good morning. Jean said she needs the THC. That's what Jean said.
Oh, okay. All right. I understand.
Delta 8. Delta 8, Jean. We got some Delta 8 for you.
Delta 8. We have some Delta 8 products.
But D Shield says in regards to CBD that back pain literally leaves with CBD. No high happens, but it works. Carlos Scott, good
Absolutely.
morning. He says correct. That's correct, D. And then Jean's so crazy. You said CBD doesn't work for her. Oh no.
She
Yeah,
said
she
she needs
might
the
want
Delta 8.
She needs Delta
she
8.
need
So
that
we
Delta
have
8.
Delta 8 coming. We do have some Delta 8 products coming from Verde Leaf. So yeah, we do. We do.
Okay, so they're also checking in. They want to know how can they get your products.
Oh, okay. So absolutely. So SAS, you can absolutely go on our website. Like I said, you can go to sayit-meanit.com. You look there. We have, like I said, a variety of products. We have like note cards and pens and journals. I have a planner that's on the way, an undated planner. I also have t-shirts and sweatshirts, which is really crazy because I know marketing really, really well, marketing and branding. Part of my marketing concept was when we did our pop-up, everybody that worked the pop-up, all of us had on different shirts that said different things, right? So Amaya, my son's girlfriend, who I love, she had a shirt. One of her shirts said, "Life is short. Tell him to go to hell today." I had shirts that says "I am built for it." My daughter had a shirt that says "I'm literally over everything." My girlfriend had a shirt that said "But God." So my sister had a shirt that said "Forgive them." So we all had different shirts on, and I just, we got a lot of people that were like, "What does your shirt say? Oh my God, it's so cute." So I posted pictures of my shirts, just on social. Hey, this is what we wore. And people started hitting me up saying, "Hey, Rhonda, I want to buy a shirt." And I was like, "Well, that wasn't part of the plan." Oh, it's part of the plan now. So we sell shirts, we sell sweatshirts, we
It's
sell
part of
all
the
kinds
plan.
of stuff. Yeah, it's part.
Everything for sale, Rhonda.
Everything is
Right.
for sale. But that also goes to show, it goes back to my God's plan is perfect. It goes to show that even though the things that I plan, God has something else planned for it. So yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay.
One
And where
thing
can
that
we get
one
the Verde Leaf? I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
The Verde Leaf products. Where can we get those?
So right now, Verde Leafs, the refresh right now is only sold in convenience stores around Atlanta. We
Oh,
will be, yeah. So, but because we're going to be doing our national rollout, we have signed a deal with Circle K and Sitco's. We signed 46,000 stores nationwide. So that will be coming
wow.
out. So I'm sure, you know,
nice.
you can get those from there. But yeah, that's what we're working on. So right now it's just in convenience stores around Atlanta, but it will be coming.
What about
I'm about to check it out.
the D8s? What
Yes.
about the D8s? Jean want to know about
So,
the D8s.
so again, that's something else. That will probably be available on our website when we roll that out. There will be some available in convenience stores that can carry those products because it's right on the line. It's right on the line.
Oh,
So some places don't have it, deregulated there, but yeah.
All right, girl. So we
Makes
can't wait for
sense.
all of your products to come out. Where can they
Yeah,
get those
we have
T-shirts?
a lot.
What about
Again,
the
you can go to
T-shirts?
SAS's website. You can
Okay,
go to
SAS.
Say
Okay.
It. Yep, sayit-meanit.com. All of those things that I talked about specific to the note cards and the pens and the journals and planners and t-shirts and sweatshirts, that's all SAS. All of that is SAS. Verde Leaf, and actually Verde Leaf started with them just being my client. I've been the owner's, one of the owners, he's been my client for years from a graphic and marketing standpoint. And, they wanted me to be their chief brand officer. So it worked out. It always
Nice.
works out.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. Did you have another question for her, Custom? Because I know I can talk to her all
Well,
day.
Rhonda,
Yes.
nah, I was just saying I love for one the planners that you do, like, because I know for a
Thank
lot
you.
of people planners and just being able to cross things out for that
Yes.
self-efficacy, it means a lot.
Yes. It
And
does.
yes, and I mean, even for me being a Virgo, like I'm so visual, like how you were showing me all everything. Great, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Thank
then I wanted to touch on one point you said about the God's plan. Like they say, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plan. And that's one of the
Exactly.
things that, you know what I mean, really spoke to
Exactly.
me about that. So
And the thing about it is, one thing that I know that I have to say, and that I want everybody to understand, God is good at being God. If we can understand that and not look to ourselves, you know what I'm saying? Like, God is good
mhm.
at being God. He know what he doing. Even when we see it, we don't understand it, because I can speak to that. There are things that I have been through, going through, that I'm just like, God, you are tripping, because I ain't signed up for this. But I absolutely
No, for
know
sure.
without a shadow of a doubt that God's plan is perfect, that he knows what he's doing,
For
that
sure.
even when I can't see the end, he already is there. He's already at the end. He already knows. So I just,
And you
that
and
for
you
me, I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, I finish your point. I was gonna say to echo to that, but you finish your point.
Yeah, that's the thing for me. Really trusting that God is already there. He already knows the end. And so for me, I've been saying, especially as of late, every door that God opens, I'm going to walk through it. Every door that God opens, scared or not, I'm going to walk through it, because I trust him. I
You
know he
better.
knows what. I know he
Absolutely.
knows.
Like they say,
Yeah.
leap and
You
let the net appear. You got to walk out on faith, as well
Absolutely.
as
yes.
right, as well as I'm a firm believer in everything is destined and predestined, and that, you know, we have a purpose and everything's been written in the stars. Like I
Period.
tell folks, it's the same, right? It's the same, it's the same analogy if you wanted to say, okay, I, what if I want to take a car ride from Atlanta to California? You know how to get there, but you know there's different detours. You might stop in Detroit,
Yep.
Texas, wherever, but the
That's
end
right.
result is California. So that's the same
Exactly.
thing when it comes to God's plan. He already knows
Right.
we gonna be
He
here, but
knows.
at the end of the day, the fact that we have free will is what makes us have
Yeah.
these different detours.
And
We determine how
so
long it takes, you know?
takes.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's so crazy that you say that, because one of our devotionals that I did recently for the God's Plan is Perfect journal, like I said, it comes with the weekly devotional, and and I expounded on free will. So I was listening to you all talk to the lady before, and you're right, Atlanta is always open. We always open in the pandemic.
Girl.
Always open.
So always.
Girl.
So one of my favorite things to do is to walk the Atlanta Beltline. I love it. It's so much
I
creativity.
love it.
I love the Beltline. Love the Beltline, right?
I'm gonna
I
have to
was
So
there
try
a few
that.
yesterday.
weeks ago, you have to come. When you come, I'm
Yeah.
telling you. So I was there a few weeks ago. It was a Sunday. I just needed to get out the house. My daughter and I went. And as I was walking, we're masked up. It was hella people out. Hella people.
Oh.
And so it
I
was
thought
It's
this
active.
one,
It is
it is,
active.
it is
mm-hmm.
active. So it was one place, one restaurant. When I say, and it's like an outdoor, when I say they were like, it was a super spreader happening in front of my face. I'm not even gonna lie.
Don't do
I was like, woo. But I told
that.
and I'm serious. I was like, oh yeah, this ain't it. This right here, this ain't it.
Right.
So, but what
Right.
I did, I thought about that. We didn't end up walking the entire way like we normally do, all the way to Piedmont. We stopped, we went and got something to eat, and we walked back to the car. And I thought about that, and I put it in the context of, we are in the middle of a pandemic. And all of those people didn't have masks on. They were laughing and joking and da 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 da. I said, and they had every right to do that, because God gave us free will. Now, in our free will, he gives us nudges along the way. Now it's up to us to follow those nudges or not. But he's going to let us choose. And God is not going to, and he's waiting for us to invite him in, right? Into the decision making. He's not going to intrude, because we have free will. But freedom is not free. So there are consequences to every choice that we make. Every choice.
Yeah.
Good or bad.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So,
But, and also to add,
go ahead.
oh, no, I was just going to say, no, just to add to your point, that's why it's hard for me the older I get to judge people because, like they say, every sinner has a future and every saint has a past.
Yep.
And that's one of the realest
Absolutely.
things, as well as the things that I'm always cognizant of is in order for Malcolm X to be Malcolm X, he had to be Detroit Red. He had to go
Absolutely.
through that stage and that period
You
that really like molded him and taught him and matured
correct.
him to be able to be that person.
Correct. That is the truth. That is the truth. Everybody has their path that they have to walk to get to where they're supposed to be. So that's the truth. Y'all can look.
Y'all,
I can talk about this.
listen, I am thoroughly enjoying this conversation. Custom is coming through with the knowledge. You dropping the knowledge on God. I'm feeling all of the energy, all of the vibrations. Like, I'm loving this conversation. And I also wanted to touch on, just briefly, you said, you know, I do it anyway. I do it scared. And that's one of my mantras that I live by. You better do it scared, because if you don't, it just won't happen for you. Because
Correct.
even if you believe it, even if you have that faith without those works, baby, gone.
That's
Oh, it's dead.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
the truth. That's the truth. You got to move your feet.
Yeah.
You have to move your feet.
Yeah.
And again, there are things, like I said, that God will place in our path, you know, and tell us, okay, just like this thing with SAS, he gave this to me 10 years ago. 10 years ago.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
it wasn't time, but secondly, again, Rhonda Flynn, wow, my graphics business is a real working business. I work every day. And that it wasn't time, but God knew when I needed to launch SAS. He knew when I needed it most. And it is so fulfilling to me. So yeah, so even when you're scared, you gotta trust. You gotta trust.
You better.
And I'm talking to
Amen
myself.
to that.
Yes, lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so okay, once again, tell us where we can follow you, where we can purchase your products, how we can get into your movement. I'm getting me a planner, another one. I like that. God's plan is perfect. Yes, I love that. I am definitely a planner girl. And I like, you know, I do my stuff and then I write it down and then cross it out after it's done. Like, I did it. I'm getting credit for that.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
So the journal is more about writing, and it's divided into sections. It's divided into God's plan, trust, faith, love, and joy. And there are scriptures that go along with it. And then, you know, blank pages in each section for you to write. And again, we have the devotional that helps prompt you through that. So that's the one. The I Am Built for This planner is a daily planner. It's actually a pre-order. It should be hopefully in my hands next month. COVID has delayed that from production, but it's an undated planner, but it's great. And the reason why it's undated is because, like me, I don't use my planner every day. So I wanted people the freedom to use it how they need it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it is a very pretty, very, very pretty. It's great design. It's functional. And I'm that same person. I got to write it down and then I can get stuff done when I write it down, because it's true. Write the vision, make it plain, and it will tarry. And that's the truth. And so have to do that. So again, SAS, you can purchase SAS products at sayit-meanit.com, and you can follow SAS on Instagram at SAS_sayitmeanit. And my personal Instagram, I mean, I just kind of post whatever stuff, child, whatever. And that's Rhonda Flynn White.
It's a job. It's definitely a job. And when you have a job doing everything else, when it comes to your personal, you be like, I'll get to that later. Listen, I thoroughly understand.
I'm going to hire someone to do social media for SAS because I don't have that kind of time. It's funny.
Listen.
People ask, like, what's your Twitter? I was like, girl, I ain't got that kind of time. I don't have that kind of time. I don't. But, you know, it's okay. It's okay.
Right.
I understand.
Okay.
It is a full-time job being on social media.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
It really is. I have
Well,
enjoyed
Rhonda,
talking to y'all so
yes,
much.
thank you so much for stopping by the Rolling Out AM Wake Up Call. We appreciate you. We appreciate your time. You was dropping knowledge on us. You giving us products we can
Yes.
buy. We're gonna follow your movement at all of your social media, even if you don't post on your personal. We're gonna follow you on that one too, girl.
Amen to
Thank you
that.
so
Yeah.
much. I
We want to stay
appreciate it.
connected, Rhonda, for sure.
Yes, stay
Absolutely.
connected for sure. I
So
appreciate you
take
all.
care.
Thank you. You all
Yeah,
have a
take
great day.
care.
Alrighty.
You
All
too.
right
Bye.
then.
Thank you so much. Bye bye. Yes, 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 y'all. I'm loving our
That
conversation
was
this
dope.
morning. Like I said, I am a planner girl. I got my little planner right here. This is what I use every day. A girl should be two things, two and what she wants. That part.
Ooh.
So I just wanted to let y'all know
Yeah.
I'm not lying about mine. Okay. But I'm still
Nah, I
a
believe it.
couple
You
of
gotta stay.
planners.
Yeah, yeah, no, you
Yeah.
got to be organized. And like she said, you got to write it down, make it plain. And I feel like most of us are visual creatures. And once we see it, we see what we can see. You know what I mean? You can't be what you can't see, type of thing. You know what I mean? So certain things you just kind of got to see it, like vision boards. I'm a firm believer in all of that, like manifestation, speaking it into existence, but also seeing it. So that's amazing.
You better do that and
What we
say
got up
that.
next?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
I think getting into my report, so I have to ask producer TJ which one we going to first, but they're all queued up, so he just needs to let me know. I forgot to share the show, y'all, so that's what I'm doing right now. Give me 1 second, cause I'll be forgetting.
Go
So
ahead, speak
producer
to you.
TJ, where we going? While he's doing that, while he's getting it up, I want to go back to Facebook. They was checking in from Rhonda. They like preach, Rhonda. Y'all talking good. Those pens write really well. This is some truth. D Shield said she fell out and got back up at Team Custom and Malcolm X. Listen, it's so ironic because I'm still listening to his audiobook. Y'all don't judge me, judge somebody else, okay? But I'm still listening to his audiobook, and we were listening to it last night. My son, I have to take him to basketball practice, so they just restarted that. And so while we're in the car, that's what we listen to. And it kind of shocked me that he was listening because they be having their phones in their hand, act like whatever. But I don't let him use his AirPods when he's in the car. Like, you gonna get this knowledge, it's gonna permeate, it's gonna get through
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
somehow. You gonna get
You gonna get it
it.
regardless. Yeah.
Right. So even if you doing something else, you still gonna hear it. And so it shocked me because at one of the part, I'm still in the early part where he went to jail. My son stopped and he was like, how did he get caught? He's in jail. How did he get caught? So that was good. It showed me that he was listening. But yeah, I'm still listening to the autobiography of Malcolm X. And it's so ironic that you mentioned him because it is Black History Month. The anniversary of his death was last Sunday, and he's still very much prevalent and relevant to today. So, and a lot of the stuff that they're saying
Absolutely.
in his
Absolutely.
story is so it rings true. Like a lot of the stuff in his story that he's talking about that happened back in the day is like happening triple time right now.
Right now. Exactly. The
Right?
more they say, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Like that is so real. Like even when you think about, well, I don't want to spoil the story for you, but the way the demise
No.
of Malcolm X. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna let you just,
Spoil it.
you finish it.
I don't
Oh,
want spoilers. Yeah.
got you,
Go
got
ahead.
you. So no, it's just interesting the same way that they infiltrated Fred Hampton and the Panthers when the FBI is similar, almost damn near exactly the same the way that they infiltrated Malcolm X. They used his security. They used somebody that was very close to him that, he was vulnerable to because he let his guard down. This is somebody that he saw as a colleague or a comrade. And next thing you knew, they were able to kind of infiltrate the whole situation from there. So it's just, it's so many different parallels to the point where it kind of makes you realize like, wow, us as Black people really have so much power and potential that not only do we are not all the way fully aware of, but external sources are fully aware of. And that's the part that's threatening because they know the power is in us and that we hold. We just gotta all the way see that and be able to harness it. So it's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, and it makes me think, and I had this revelation back when the pandemic first started, and everybody was in the house, and so you had a chance to talk to your kids and really get a chance to engage and get to know them, and it made you think like, who's teaching them? Because some of the things that they were saying, I'm like, who taught you that? Like, why are you thinking
Yeah.
that? Who is out there teaching our kids? And it really makes you understand that it does take a village, and you need to be a part of that village and getting in there and stop allowing other people to teach your kids stuff that you don't necessarily want them to
Come
know.
on.
Like, the ability to be bought. Like, don't allow yourself to be bought. Don't allow yourself to want material things more than you want relationships, more than you want
Hmm.
integrity, more than you want loyalty. Like, listen, you gotta
Come on.
start.
You said a whole mouthful.
I'm
Yes, you
just
got
saying.
to. You
I'm
have to start them
saying.
young. You got to start young because once you hit that threshold and once, that personality starts to develop and they start to kind of get stuck in a way. And then once 25 hits and that frontal lobe closes, it's kind of like, all right, whatever's been developed up until that point is kind of like that's where, unfortunately, it should be a little bit different and it should be changed. But that's why, like you said, it's our job. We're charged with the accountability and the responsibility to make sure that, like I don't have kids, but when I'm in like the gym or if I'm coming in contact with my little nephews or cousins or whomever, and I just make it my responsibility without preaching, of course, but I'm more so just kind
Mm-hmm.
of like, hey, let me level with you. Let's have a meeting of the
Yeah.
minds and just listen to me because I've been there. I've done that. I've made these mistakes as well as, it's like being able to see over the fence a little bit higher. It's not the fact that, what I mean, I'm further in the distance. I'm just made it up a little bit higher than the fence to
Yeah.
be able to see certain things that you might not be privy to. The same way it was given to me. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's our duty to be able to pass that along. But to your point, a lot of the narrative
Absolutely.
and the history, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
to your point, it's a lot of different narratives in history that we've been taught that have been, let's just say, non-truths or half-truths that, what I
Mm-hmm.
mean, we have to be able to kind of reclaim and control the narrative and let it be known
Mm-hmm.
like, hey, this is what we are as people and this is who you are as a person and never forget that. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
like,
Absolutely.
quick
Yeah, we
quick
dropping them today. We dropping them
yeah.
today, just in case y'all didn't know on Facebook. um, but let's get into some of these stories. It's 9:27 on the Rolling Out AM wake up call. And let's talk about Westbrook. So, what's going on with NBA star Russell Westbrook? Um, is that he is opening up a middle and high school in Los Angeles. So, we were just talking about, who was teaching our kids, and it's good to know that an NBA star is on the forefront of that. He's like, listen, we need to open up these middle and high schools so that we can help empower and inspire our community. And he's definitely doing that for the community that he came from. And so kudos to him. I'm happy about it. More people, more influencers, more people who just have the means to do so and have integrity and have business acumen and have ethics and all of this other stuff. They need to be doing this type of stuff too. So Russell Westbrook, he's dedicated himself to excellence on the basketball court, and in doing so, he's reaped many blessings. Now he wants to follow in the footsteps of other current and former NBA stars like Alonzo Mourning, Jalen Rose, LeBron James, by extending those blessings to those coming after him. And shout out to Jalen Rose because the Jalen Rose Academy is here in Detroit and it is definitely booming. But
Nice.
just to close the story, Westbrook, who is a legendary player, he is establishing a school that's in his name in conjunction with LA Promise Fund. He's only 32. So the 32-year-old Washington Wizards player, he's from LA and he's planning to open the Russell Westbrook Why Not Academy in South LA, which will be a middle and a high school. The academy will deliver world-class education to South Los Angeles youth through grades through 6 through 12 to develop academic achievers, athletes, and active citizens committed to social change. Westbrook and his wife, Nina Earl, who have 3 children, are working on the academy together with his longtime business partner, Donnell Beverly. And Westbrook and Beverly plan to be on the school's board to oversee developments at the school. So kudos to him and his
Nice.
wife
Shout
and
out
his
to Russ.
circle. And you know,
Hmm.
we often have this conversation on the show, Custom, about who's in your inner circle. And when you have really good people that are progressive, that are forward thinking, that are doing stuff in your inner circle, you know you winning. If you the smartest one in that inner circle, you just need to be ashamed of your damn
You
self.
gotta switch circles. You need to switch circles.
Right.
You switch circles because this is no point. It's like if you can't gain any kind of knowledge or inspiration or motivation from the people that are around you, then you know what I mean? Like it's like apples, you know, one bad apple. That's all it takes. And
It's gonna ruin.
you gotta hit with the absolutely. And you like
Mm-hmm.
even playing sports, the only way that you can get better is by going up against somebody who's somewhat slightly better than you because that's gonna push you to be able to be your best self. So if you playing basketball
Yeah.
and you whatever 6'2" going up against a 6'5", 6'6" dude, and you gotta make your maneuvers and you gotta shoot a little bit better, it's gonna force you to be better because you got a whole NBA full of 6'6", 6'7", if not larger type of guys. So I mean, it's just gonna prepare
Yeah.
you, but that just prepares you for life.
Yeah.
But nah, I
And
love
they
to
want
see it.
it. So it's nothing wrong
Hmm.
with some friendly competition. Throw that little competition on in there. It's gonna make you pull yourself up by your coattail. It's gonna make you walk a little higher. It's gonna make you talk a little more educated. You know, get you a little bit
A little more
of friendly
educated.
competition.
Absolutely, it's gonna bring out the best of you. That's one of the
Yeah.
things that you know what I mean. Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah,
Wait a
competition is
minute. So
good.
I'm checking in with Facebook. I love Jean. Jean is so funny. She talking about I need a circle. I don't have one. But she had said earlier that she's retired. Her day is get up, eat, walk to the beach. Is that God's plan? Absolutely, girl. And you
Oh,
do have a
absolutely.
circle. We your circle. We your circle. We your circle, Jean.
Amen. She says
Amen.
she on the beach. Where she lives?
Wait a
Jean's
minute,
on the
Jean.
beach.
Jean is in Miami. Because we supposed to,
Okay,
somebody
Jean.
said something about Miami in a
Jean.
couple weeks, and that's what Jean is. Yes.
Jean showing
Mm-hmm.
out. She talking about the beach.
D said, Lord, yes, Porsha Monique, rolling out has pushed me to go hard. Yes, D. The energy elevates our culture. Nothing like it. I love D too. Y'all, I love our Facebook family. Hey, what's up? Y'all are
Absolutely.
circle. Jean, you are circle, girl. So let's get into this next story. New York City mayoral candidate Ray Mcguire announces his plan to reform gifted and talented programs. So another great story come through Ray Mcguire. So he has announced his plan to expand the city's gifted and talented program to children who are not enrolled in pre-K or lack digital access. So let me tell y'all something. I'm not about to sit up here and brag, but I was a part of the gifted and talented program when I was coming up in San Francisco and when I got to Detroit. I just want to put that out there. I just, it just kind of sparked
Talk
up
your
in me.
stuff.
I remember. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying?
Yeah, you got to. Got to.
You know what I'm
If
saying?
nobody else gonna
Okay.
pat you on the back, you gotta just go ahead and just do it for yourself. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, listen,
Don't be
ain't nothing
hyping
wrong
me
being
up,
cognitively
Porsha.
exceptional. Hey, ain't nothing wrong being cognitively exceptional. Beautiful black queen, come on with it. We glowing
Love it.
tonight. We
I
glowing
love
this
the
morning. Come
support.
on.
I love the
Yes,
support.
absolutely. Side note, you grew up in San Francisco?
I did. So, born and raised in San Francisco. I moved to Detroit for high school. So yeah, I still got family out there. My mom's side of the family is out there. My dad's side of the family is in the South Bay. Yeah, grew up San Francisco.
Yeah.
Still got
I love
pre-pandemic. We would go back every
Mhm.
year, twice a year, 3 times a year, whatever. We haven't been in a whole year. Yeah.
Nice. I like San
Yeah.
Francisco a lot. It's cold. It's cold. Y'all be cold in San
Is
Francisco.
it?
I went in like a
Yeah.
July. and it was cold. And I'm thinking that I'm like in South Central LA type of thing ready. And I had to get a hoodie, I had to get a hat, a beanie, you know what I mean? Like I was at Pier 49, I think, and we went to
Yeah,
Alcatraz.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, I went to, what is it, Hate Street? Hate Street?
Hate
I
Street.
think it's
Yeah, yeah,
Hate Street, yep.
yeah.
And then we
Little
went up
Melrose
California.
type
What
of
was this?
area. Mhm.
I loved it. It reminded me of Little 5 Points here in Atlanta. Like it was real artsy,
Okay.
boutiques,
Uh-huh.
green graphic tea shops, you know what I mean, all of that good stuff. So San Fran's a vibe. I
Hmm.
liked it. Food was good. Food was real good.
Yeah, the food is good. The people are great. California period is very liberal. So
Hmm.
it's a very laid back vibe. Like it's not a lot of judgy and or pretentious people there. Not like LA. You know what I'm saying? Not like
Yeah,
LA.
yeah.
LA, you
LA,
got a lot of yeah, it's different. I love
yeah,
LA.
nah,
It's just a little
yeah, it's
yeah.
different. And when every time that I'm in LA, it almost immediately makes me appreciate Atlanta because even though I'm a big fan of LA and the vibe, like you were saying, if it's liberalness and it's chill, laid back, but when I'm trying to get my soul food, it ain't the same as Atlanta. And like LA women are great, but it's just something about Southern women that I guess I'll always have a soft spot for, just because that's just the Atlanta in me. But LA is dope.
I
I'll
love
go
it.
out there for business. Yeah, business and just kind of going out there to chill and hit the Santa Monica and riding up and down what is that, Wilshire, you know what I
PCH.
mean? And
Oh, I thought you was
yeah,
talking about PCH.
oh, and
Hmm.
PCH is cool too. And then not to mention, making your little stop here and there by the friendly med men on every corner and the dispensaries, and getting you a little recreational, you know what I mean? If that's what you into out
Hmm.
there. They got everything from the gummies to all of that, but I'm not trying to plug them. They haven't cut the check for rolling out, but
They close. Right, right, right.
right, right, right. But that's cool. Shout outs to Russell Westbrook though.
And the mayor elect
And
of New York, Ray McGuire,
oh
yeah,
yes,
he's planning his
yes
yeah,
sir.
he's gonna expand his gifted and
Hmm.
talented program to children who are not enrolled in pre-K or lack digital access. So shout out to both of them, both very great stories. Okay, where we going next? TJ want me to remind everybody that I'm a whole pop star. He probably just wanted me to to let you know, Custom, that I made myself a whole pop star last year. I did.
Really?
Mhm. I
You a
did.
pop star.
He said it's
I'm
too
a
late.
pop star, not a doctor.
That,
The
where's my
Drake,
mic?
yeah.
Don't get me started. Listen, because everybody know
Really? I gotta check it out.
yes. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I got, I dabble, you know what I mean? If you check me out on the gram, I got a little music was whatnot as well, EP on there, rapping, spitting some
Okay.
stuff, you know what I mean? I write, vocal arrangement. That's really what my background has been in music and performance and
Okay.
songwriting and rapping. But and I love it. And but I just know I have multifaceted talents and wanting different things that want to be able to put my hands in. So, but I love it.
We
Pop
need to
star Porsha.
collab because I'm a whole pop star. Okay. My debut was
Well,
last
listen.
year for Christmas. Portia Monique's favorite things. Yes. So
Hey, I'm here
okay.
for it. I'm here for it.
Listen.
We get in the lab,
Yeah.
collab, put it in the stew, put on some stuff, and you know what I mean? Get the chemistry rolling,
Don't
and we
play with
create a
me.
smash.
Don't play with me.
Hey,
Don't play
hey,
with me.
hey,
Listen.
come
I
on.
love it, love it, love
All
it.
I need is a cup of
Uh,
coffee. I'm on the tea right now. The coffee would have had me on your level, but I gotta go and re up on my coffee right now.
I'm only
I
halfway
need it.
in and I'm still like, yeah, feeling it.
Yeah.
Marcus Mays checking in from Memphis. What's good? Good morning. And D Shield says she love your mic. She was like, it's the mic for me. I love that mic.
It's the mic.
Yes,
Yes.
it's the mic.
Appreciate that, D.
Where we going next? TJ, producer TJ. COVID. Let's talk about COVID-19, y'all. That was in my song too, Custom. I just,
You
Anyway,
got to speak on it. Yeah.
COVID-19 deaths in California surpassed 50,000. We were just talking about California. The state accounts for roughly 1 in 10 of the coronavirus related deaths recorded in the U.S. A new variant spreading in New York City is being closely studied by scientists as well. So, here's what you need to know. California has passed the 50,000 death mark, the most of any state. A new coronavirus is spreading in New York. After months of despair, a big drop in virus deaths at nursing homes has taken place. New infections in Europe have fallen to half their winter peak, the WHO says, the World Health Organization. Pfizer will test a new booster shot and develop an adapted vaccine to address the variant concerns. The public dismay turns into anger as South American officials jump the line for vaccines. But I think that's taking place a lot of places. People are jumping in line for the vaccine.
Absolutely.
And then the Pfizer vaccine, the Pfizer vaccine's initial success holds up in wider use of study finds, and then a debate over a vaccine passport to allow travel to the EU grows. But what were you going to say?
Oh, no, I was saying people been jumping in, like trying to get the vaccines. Like I know even here in Atlanta, a lot of people have just been going different places that are not necessarily their communities to get them. And unfortunately, a lot of people of color are not the ones that are going and getting them and taking advantage of it. But the main people that have been getting it here, like taking the vaccines, are the ones that are in that, I think that 55 and above age group, close to the 60 plus. My parents, they just got theirs. So they were super excited. My mom was like, at first she was real nervous about it, but until a lot of people in her friend group started getting them, and she just kind of felt more comfortable because she's like, okay, my girlfriends at church, they got it. My girlfriends over here, they got it. They getting it. And told me, my dad, you know what I mean? My dad was just like, I don't really want to do this. I don't trust it. But luckily, they ended up getting it, and nothing has happened crazy for them. They went actually to the Mercedes Dome Stadium, and that's where they got it done. And so they got their first treatment done. I'm still kind of on the fence about whether or not I'm going to get it.
You getting a shot? You getting a shot? Because we're a
I
little
don't know.
younger,
Well,
you know, like we might be able to
right.
stuff. Not that we want it, you know.
For sure.
I'm just saying.
Right. Well, and then on top of that, I had COVID back in September. So I don't know whether or not how that's going to affect. Yeah, I had it back in September, and I was down for a whole 15 days. Well, not like down, but I was like locked away where I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't go nowhere, and I was quarantined. But luckily, I did not lose my sense of taste nor smell, even though salad dressing tasted crazy to me. Yeah, I was so thankful because I was scared I wasn't gonna be able to taste coffee, and then it would have been all bad because I just would have just drink it.
Right.
But
What
yeah.
are your friends saying about the shot? Are your friends like? Are they? What's the
Um,
consensus among them?
well, my girlfriend, she's actually a fourth year med student, so she had to take the shot. So she actually got it done
She
at
had to
Morehouse
get it
School of
first.
Medicine. Yeah, she
Mm-hmm.
had to get it first. Yeah. So then,
Mm-hmm.
but also my other homeboy, my friend, he got it. I don't know why he got it because I guess his parents got it, and he just felt like it was a catch-all so that he wouldn't have to wear his mask. And he was just like, dude, I'm just getting my shot. I don't care. I'm about to do it. And then, side note, we're going to the DR next month. So he was really just like, oh, yeah, I've got my 2 doses.
You
So,
getting out
yeah.
of the country? We still
Oh,
got
we
people that
going.
just
I
want to
got,
get to the beach, and y'all going out the country. How y'all get that approval? So you gotta get.
I was in,
Well, you gotta get the test. You don't
yeah,
have to get the
nah,
vaccine.
yeah, I gotta get the test. So
Mm-hmm.
when I went to, I went to the DR for Christmas. Well, not for Christmas, but New Year's. And that was right when they hadn't made it be where we had to get tested to come back. But they were on like a lockdown in DR, so they were on like a curfew, and that kind of sucked because the curfew started at like 6 or 7 at night, so we would have to be
Mm-hmm.
off the streets or you'd get a ticket or whatever. But I
Mm-hmm.
believe the curfew is over with, so we're gonna be on the beach drinking a Presidente and having our mask on, of course. You got to be safe.
Nice. That
Yeah.
sounds nice.
So a
I
little
need to
guys
get my
trip.
boo to go to the DR. What's up, boo? You want to go to the DR? I'm just saying. Where my boo at? Let's go to the DR.
Right.
We've been trying to get to Puerto Rico because to me that was safer. It was a safer option, and it's still a part of the United States. So if you needed to get back, it wouldn't necessarily be an issue. You know what I'm saying? And so you can
Right,
still
right,
move
right.
around the Puerto Rico like you move around in the States, right? So it's not that much different. But
Yeah.
I was thinking like going overseas, international waters was just a little more scary to me than say like a St. Thomas or a Puerto Rico and or Hawaii. Hawaii is just too far. And Hawaii wasn't
Yeah.
playing with people entering. They was like, no, you can't come
I
in.
heard that.
Sorry. Yeah.
And they would make you sit in the hotel for 14 days in quarantine. And if you left out, you'd be fined, or they would give you some type of infraction for that or whatnot. So who wants to go
Yeah.
and spend 14 days sitting in
Right.
the hotel? Once the 14 days is up, now you can come out and enjoy Hawaii. It's like, nah,
Right.
I'm not trying
Yeah.
to spend that type of money.
Right.
But yeah,
Yeah, we were trying to
Hawaii is
plan a
nice.
family trip to Hawaii this past Christmas, and I actually got a travel agent involved because normally I just, we find a house and we all go or whatever. But I got a travel agent involved because I figured she knew just a little bit more about the restrictions and stuff like that was going on. And she basically was like, listen, because we were trying to plan around October, and she basically was like, listen, there's no guarantee. Like, you can book it. I'm not necessarily advising you to. I'm not advising you not to. However, right now, as it's looking, Hawaii is still closed. And if you want to take that chance, you can. But I'm just letting you know that I don't think that the COVID restrictions are going to be lifted by then. And so, as it ended up, we didn't end up going anywhere, because we typically go to San Francisco, and then it just would have been a lot easier to fly to Hawaii from San Francisco. But we didn't even go to California. We were just like, okay, we gonna
Yeah.
stay in Michigan. Stay in Michigan.
Yeah, and then Cali was a hot spot. Yeah. Nah, I
Cali was
understand
a
it.
hot
I dig
spot.
it. Soon I right, but soon I feel like everything is going to be back. Yeah, soon I
When?
think though is everything is going to be back to normal. I hope so.
What's soon?
You don't
What's
think so?
soon? Soon is relative. No, like I
They
don't think
saying
until
okay,
like
maybe by
two.
Christmas. By Christmas.
Okay. Yeah. My
So
mom, she lives with me. She's homesick, so she's trying to get back to the Bay. She's like, I just want to go back. I'm like, not today. Not next month.
right.
So, but we are homesick. We haven't been in at least a whole year. And
That's cool. Well, that's
TJ,
good.
producer TJ is saying Fauci is now saying that 2022 you will still be wearing a mask in 2022. Okay, if that's life, that's life. It is what it is.
To be honest, I'm gonna feel odd not wearing a mask at some of these events. Like, imagine going to a
Why would
baseball
you
or a
not,
basketball game or a concert, right? So that's what I'm saying. Especially now that we know everything, I feel like we're all gonna be germaphobes, and if
I'm a germaphobe.
so
Yeah. I'm checking
listen,
in with
after
Facebook.
hmm
I'm sorry, I'm checking in with Facebook. Mark is saying he's going to Atlanta in a couple of weeks. Wait a minute, let me tell y'all something about Atlanta, and you might know more than I do, but y'all mayor said there are no sanctioned events for All-Star games. So please don't come, please don't show up. But I keep hearing about events, like people singing
there's
the
events.
national anthem. Right. So
Listen,
I don't know.
there's right off. Oh yeah, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with. It's a promoter here in Atlanta by the name of AG, and he does Compound and a few different other places. But
Okay.
I think maybe last year he did the Stripper Bowl in Miami, and I think that right. Listen, this is Atlanta. So apparently, I've been hearing talks that off of Northside Drive, they have this big dome that's like a big dome that's like inflated, kind of like balloon-esque igloo-looking thing. To
Uh-huh.
my knowledge, they've been preparing this to be like a indirect club party type of thing venue. So they've been
Mm.
preparing for this, and it's right across the street from the stadium and the Phillips Arena and everything. So it's going to probably be there's going to be a lot of stuff going on. Keisha might just be saying
Yeah.
that just to send out, you know what I mean? But
Y'all on first name
I'm
basis,
staying at
Keisha?
home.
Okay. Yeah, y'all on first name basis. He said Keisha
Excuse me,
just she might
Mayor
just be
Bottoms.
saying that. But no, Romeo. So Romeo, you have I don't know if you met Romeo yet, but you haven't met him on the show. But Romeo is
Mm-hmm.
another host, and he was telling us about that. And I think it's the owners of Compound, 20,000 square feet. They're getting ready for
Mm-hmm.
All Star, and I'm just like, that looked like a super spreader event. Like it hasn't
Yeah.
happened. I just can foresee like that. Just sound like it looked like I still
See.
can't fathom the strip clubs being open. I'm like, what? Y'all just dance with masks on, but like you still got to touch. So
No, they don't even have the mask on. They don't even be having the mask on. That's the part that
Lord,
be it's Atlanta is just
just
interesting, put it
you.
like that. So I'm gonna I'm gonna stay in that week probably. I'm gonna be chilling and watching it from afar because I don't know if you guys may know some of people of our followers are here in Atlanta or if you're gone, but a lot of crime has been running rampant in Atlanta, and it's unfortunate. But cars have been getting broken into, and there's this one website or Instagram called ATL Scoop that like broadcast about all of the different things that go on from a day-to-day basis, and it's a shame how many things are happening. But I say all of that to say, if you're here in Atlanta, be cautious. Just be cautious during All Star because the wolves are gonna be out.
Yeah.
Just put it like that, because they know that everybody's coming to the city and they hungry, and just be careful and be thoughtful of where you at in your surroundings and what you got going on. So
Marcus, you hear that? Because I know that's what you're going down there for. Marcus is in Memphis. I know you're going to Atlanta for All Stars, so be careful, okay? Uh, D Shields is checking in. She talking to Jean. Colorado is wide open as well. Don't let the media fool anyone. Jean was saying that Miami is open, and somebody said somebody was going to Miami sometime soon. I don't know. But when I do come down there, Jean, I'm coming to see you. And do you know I'm coming to Colorado to see you too, girl? Jean talking about she going to Vegas. Girl, what you going to Vegas for? Terry said so. King James said that Vegas was basically empty. So what you going for, girl? Anyway,
yeah, Vegas was empty.
no travel. What'd you say?
I'm
You been
saying,
to
yeah,
Vegas?
Vegas wasn't like I went to Vegas in August. Yeah, I was in Vegas in
Okay.
August, and it was like it was cool, but it wasn't like popping like that. Like I went when
Mm-hmm.
it was like I guess a chill time, but everybody was still kind of like apprehensive. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. I'm not a Vegas girl. I don't like it. I 1 day, 2 days, 3 days max. I'm good after that. Like I'm not a Vegas girl. I'm not a gambler. I don't have to go to every single show. I'm not going to the strip clubs and the clubs. Like I'm not a Vegas
hmm
person, so I'm good. I don't need to go to Vegas. But
yeah.
Jane, where you going? What you going to Vegas for, girl? Jane's so funny. She talking about they been wearing masks in South Korea since the 70s. Don't do that, girl. um, she's so crazy. Ashley West. Shout out to Ashley West, producer. She's also on Facebook chat. So she's saying she knows AG. He's the biggest promoter in Atlanta. So okay, that's what's up. Yeah. Marcus says, I have a couple people in places. He'll be fine. Thanks for the love. Marcus, you better listen. And Jean talking about she going to Vegas to lose more money. If you want to lose some money, girl, let me send you a link. You know what I'm saying?
A
Like, let me
cash
lose
app.
some money with these products over here. You know, and let me put my cash app in there, Jean. I'm just saying. Y'all,
Yeah.
what he say? Producer TJ said, don't forget Michael Jackson. Y'all laughed at him. when he was wearing his mask. I never laughed at Michael. I'm a huge fan of Michael. Michael was about his business. Yeah. He did have on a mask
Mike was
though.
hip to the game. Yeah,
Yeah.
he knew. He knew it
Early.
was up.
Early.
He was wearing
Early.
gloves. You know what I mean? He had
Early.
one glove, but I mean, yeah, he knew.
I don't leave the house without my gloves. If I'm in a public place, I'm I don't like touching stuff. Anyway, y'all, that's our time. Can y'all believe it's been 2 hours already? Yeah, D Shields. I'm an MJ fan for life too. That's our time. It's 9:55. So, Custom, since this is your first time on the show, we do a thing called positive thoughts at the end of the show. And it's just something that we leave our audience with that can help them throughout their day, something positive, something they can think about during the day and contemplate and inject in their day. I think a couple of weeks
Mm.
ago I did the 7 habits of highly effective people and just reminded people of what it was that they need to be doing to consistently stay effective and successful. And so I introduced it to some, I reminded some, and encouraged others. So that's the type of thing that we do with positive thoughts. I'll kick it off for the day. I'm going to go back to my planner that this reminds me every day that a girl should be 2 things: who and what she wants. So for today, Thursday, February 25th, for all of my sisters out there, y'all, don't be confined within the limits of your own mind. A girl should be who and what she wants. Coco Chanel said that, but this is my 2021 planner. Go out there, reach for the stars, touch the moon, kill all your dreams. Like I said yesterday, and don't nobody take this, you can't beat determination and a black woman, y'all. So that t-shirt is coming. Jean, you can buy that if you want to lose some more money. I'm just saying, if you want to invest some money. But you can't beat determination and a black woman. Go out there and kill it all. You only got one life. Stop playing. This is not a rehearsal. Let's go. I'm gonna pass the ball over to Custom. Custom, give us a fire positive thought for today, Thursday, February.
I got you. I got you. So, as you guys know, my name is Custom, and I appreciate you guys for allowing me to be in this space today. I'm going to leave you all with this one thought just for you all to implement into your day. It's the power of imagination. The imagination is the soil for our seeds of our dreams and concepts. In order for all of our dreams or whatever concepts or whatever vision that you want to see come to fruition, it starts with the imagination. So plant that seed in your imagination and think outside the box and plan and be able to see what you may not see right now today, but know that it's there. And that's what I'm going to leave with y'all. Be great. It's your boy Custom. Check me out on Instagram. I am Custom.
Y'all heard him. Don't play with him. Don't play with him. Don't play with him. Don't play with him. Thank you for tuning in to the Rolling Out AM Wake Up Call. Yes, y'all. Thank you, D. D said she's gonna invest in my t-shirt too. You can't beat determination in a black woman. Don't play. Peace and blessings, Marcus, Jean. We love you, D. Black gloves, black mask. Yes. D said she gonna follow you right now. Y'all, join us tomorrow.
Perfect. Appreciate that.
One day tomorrow. Y'all know Ty Cooper is back tomorrow. Y'all know Tiara the Shea Berry is back tomorrow. I think we're gonna have Custom back tomorrow. I'm back tomorrow. Let's do this, y'all.
Let's go.
We having fun today. We learning, we playing, we having fun. Thank y'all for tuning in. We love y'all. Yeah, I talked to Lorianne Gibson next week. She gonna give me a little choreography. I'm gonna ask her. I just need like a little
nice.
share dance.
A little boom cat. A little boom cat.
Out there in the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying?
A little boom cat. You know what I mean? A little 8 count.
Yeah, just a little something. Just a little something.
A little 8 count.
I see you got
A little
yours.
shoulder work. Oh.
Don't hurt him, Custom. Don't hurt him with that little shoulder.
You know it. You know it. I'll see y'all.
We see y'all tomorrow. Peace. Share the show. We forgot to tell them to share the show. tomorrow, y'all.
Share the show.
Romeo back tomorrow. All right, y'all. I know y'all miss Romeo too. I'm just saying. Peace. See y'all tomorrow. We out. I need some water.